Hello, faith leaders, and welcome to Breaktime. Philippians 3:1. Further, my brothers and sisters, rejoice in the Lord. It is no trouble for me to write the same things to you again, and it is a safeguard for you. Now, when you and I are trying to make a point, the greatest way to make a point is to do what? To say it, and then to say it again, and then to say it again, but change up the words a little bit. This was what Paul was doing in this passage. Remember, he's in prison, but he's saying the same thing, but he's saying it again, and he's just saying, get it. I want you to understand this. I want you to say, I'm going to say the same thing again, and I hold no shame saying it, because you need to get it. I mean, he says it a little bit nicer than that, but pretty soon he won't. It's amazing that there's this key phrase that Paul keeps referring to, and remember his circumstance was in prison. Rejoice in the Lord. He says it again. Rejoice in the Lord. And if you and I could understand this simple phrase, not only understand it, not only know that you're supposed to do it, but practice it on a daily place, the difference it could make in your life and my life. But often what happens is we look at the situation, we see that it's not favorable, and our emotions get involved, and then our mind starts taking over at times, or vice versa. Our mind starts saying, this situation isn't fair. You've been treated poorly. You can go, you're sick. You can go down and you can list all the prisons that you might find yourself in where there's no freedom. And all of a sudden, all you start seeing is the prison walls, your circumstances, the situation that you're in. Paul could have done that as well. He could have seen his prison walls. And here's the really cool thing about it. He was writing rejoice in the midst of prison to those on the outside of the prison, to those that still had prison walls. And I think you and I may have some prison walls as well. I mean, we live in a world that is terribly unjust most of the time. It doesn't seem to always treat us favorably as Christians, as people who are trying to live as faith leaders. And there's unfavorable circumstances in all of our lives. But you know what? We could all sit and we could all calculate those. But tell me, what is Paul asking us to do? Not to calculate that, but to rejoice, to praise, to celebrate. Every day is a celebration while you and I are here. It is a celebration. It is a gift. This day that you've been given is a gift from God to rejoice, to celebrate. There are always reasons to celebrate. And first and foremost, we don't look for the reasons. We look for the Lord of the day is our reason to celebrate. The Lord that gives us this place in this world to be his servant is our place to celebrate, is our reason to rejoice. And what ends up happening when this happens to me, when I start praising, when I start rejoicing, when I start celebrating, something in my mind, even though my feelings don't feel like it, something in my mind turns it just like clicks. It's saying, "Oh, Lord, God is the Lord of your day. The Father is overseeing you." And what it tells my mind, that it fills my mind with gladness and joy. And then it starts creeping down into my heart where now I have this feeling of joy. And it's not based upon my circumstances, but it's based upon the Lord of my day. You, my friend, have a great day rejoicing.